The man studied online videos daily, learning killing techniques meticulously. He then went to the shooting range to improve his marksmanship skills. Next, he used fitness equipment, working out from head to toe. This monotonous routine had persisted for a full year. He spent heavily on a sports car, reinforcing its front bumper, then visited the black market, acquiring numerous weapons and gear. With all preparations complete, Frank secretly infiltrated the police station, photographing all gang members, seeking revenge for his son killed by their guns. Due to long absence from family life, his wife could no longer endure it and left. But this didn't affect Frank. Instead, he focused more on combat training. Half a month later, he stealthily approached the gang's hideout, documenting everything with his camera. The bald gang leader was his ultimate target. Before leaving, Frank photographed a minor leader's license plate, planning to start with this individual. Under cover of darkness, he sneaked into the target's home. The subordinate heard movement and came out to investigate, but Frank struck from the shadows, knocking him out with a rifle butt. When the thug regained consciousness, he found himself in Frank's home. Frank slowly appeared, cut the ropes with a knife, then brought him to a table. Producing paper and pen, Frank demanded written answers to all questions. Reading the questions, the subordinate flew into a rage. Frank showed no patience, pinning him to the table. Just when Frank thought he'd submitted, the subordinate suddenly erupted, shoving Frank away. He cut his restraints with a dagger, drew the blade, and swung fiercely at Frank. Though Frank had trained for a year, compared to these battle-hardened gangsters, he clearly lacked real experience. Even when covered in wounds, he never gave up, engaging in desperate struggle. The memory of his innocent son's death suddenly filled Frank with power. After intense wrestling, Frank finally subdued the subordinate. That very night, Frank organized his equipment. He chose this date deliberately because his son died exactly 1 year prior. He delivered the subordinate to the investigating sheriff's doorstep, leaving an envelope on him, containing a USB drive and a note reading, "It all ends tonight." The sheriff inserted the drive, discovering Frank's year-long collection of gang evidence, including the completed questionnaire from the subordinate. While the sheriff was still processing this, Frank had already reached the gang's gathering place, ready to unleash his final revenge.